What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode, and it's another episode with a guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia, a wave teacher.
Yes. And okay, today we're gonna talk about Alicia's journey as a teacher and her relationship with the student, her relationship as a teacher with the teacher life. So let's talk a little bit about it. How are you feeling? Are you feeling excited?
Yes, I'm really excited. It's my first time on a podcast, so it's a
Ah.
new experience, just like my journey as a teacher.
True, true. Let's talk more
Yes,
about it. Mas só pra gente introduzir aqui o episódio, vocês usam esse podcast pra treinar o listening, então aproveitem que hoje não é só o meu inglês, a gente tem outra pessoa aqui pra treinar. Tenho certeza que vai ser uma experiência ótima. Já deixem aí nos comentários, já falem com a gente se vocês querem que eu traga mais as teachers pra elas se convencerem a virem mais pra cá também, porque pra gente é ótimo. E é isso, assim, querem conhecer mais sobre o nosso curso, fazer aula com a teacher Alice, inclusive com as nossas outras teachers. Entrem no nosso Instagram, @wayfluência, para vocês conhecerem mais sobre o curso. Temos episódios no Spotify, no YouTube. Estamos em quase todas as redes, então é isso. O 2026 vai ser um ótimo ano pro pod, porque vai vir muita, muita teacher aqui nesse podcast. Okay, okay. Alicia, tell us a little bit about it. Okay, first, tell us about your journey with English, because I feel like it's pretty similar to mine, and we are always talking about how we've learned English by ourselves. But yours specifically, I think it's a little different. Tell us more.
yes, English for me has always been a hobby, something that I liked and I had fun doing and practicing because of the TV shows, the TV series I watched, the songs, High School Musical, the
Of course.
Disney Channel artists that I always loved. So that is how English like became to my life. And I liked always to do some role plays, like
Mhm.
repeating the actors at the TV shows that I watch.
Me too.
So this was something that I like made my English something more than just fun.
Hmm.
And I understand somehow that this was important and something good, a skill, ability, nice to have in a life when I was a teenager, maybe.
Hmm.
So it was after. First, English was something nice and fun and interesting. And after I realized that this was something good and important for a journey, like a professional journey and life and connections and
Totally.
everything else that we know English can provide us.
Totally. I think we only realize this when we start growing up. But have you ever
Yes.
studied like English formally at a course?
No,
No, right? Yeah,
never,
that's what I
never.
had in my mind.
Uh-huh. No. I I was just like following the experiences and repeating people and listening a lot of things. Singing, of course. I love to sing. So singing and repeating this was what made my English what is today.
Mm-hmm.
Like after that, like when I was an adult, I start to try to understand some things like grammar and etc. Of course, at school, I had this at school,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. The classic
But
experience.
yes, but was really after I was already speaking and talking when I start to understand the importance of grammar.
Mm-hmm. And in any moment of your life, have you ever thought that you were gonna be a teacher eventually?
No, I had never imagined I was going to become a teacher someday.
Like a teacher
really,
at all or an English teacher? Like,
at
have you ever thought
all,
about, okay.
at all, because I came from a family with a lot of teachers. Like my grandmother founded a school,
Mm,
and my mother is a teacher. My aunts are teachers.
true.
So I never imagined myself in this situation, you know. But when I became a teacher, I could feel that it was always there, you know, like maybe in
I
my
know.
blood. I'm not sure, but maybe in my blood. And it's a amazing experience. I love
I
to
always
be a
say,
teacher.
no, I always say that being a teacher runs in your blood. Like, it's something that once you find it, you can't run away from it. It's crazy.
Yes, yes. And this is something really interested because I am an architect, and I made the graduation and etc. But as I said, I never imagined, uh, like teaching architect or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about this like a few days ago that I still can't imagine myself as a teacher in a different topic.
Mm.
And I think that's because my relationship with English is different. My relationship with the language and teaching the language, like, I don't know, it feels comfortable for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have this experience as a teacher, as an English teacher in a specific,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And it's more fun too.
Yes, 100% fun because I love to talk with people, to
Mm-hmm.
know, to understand the people's lives and to connect. And I have like the best of the world, like doing what I want and something that I like in my life,
Mm-hmm.
So have a connection and talk to my students about a different topics every day,
True.
I talk with my students about family, about religion, about loves, daily lives. So it's amazing. We grow so much. I grow so
Mm-hmm.
much with this experience, and I feel I can like be important for them too,
True.
as a person and as a human, I think I
Mm-hmm.
found my place in the world.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
that's so sweet. I mean, I love that Wave was the place that you that you lived this.
Yes. And of course, in the beginning, I have to admit, I wasn't so confident about
Mm.
what was going to be like being a teacher because I don't know, as you asked, I had never studied officially
Mm-hmm.
English, you know, um, in the past, of course.
Right.
So the methodology and the trainings, you know, provide me this confidence because we are not lost as a
Mm-hmm.
teachers, we know what we have to do. We have this connection with the other teachers and the trainings and the meetings. So we have this support to know exactly how to guide our students in the way of
Mm-hmm.
fluency.
Mm-hmm.
So this 100% sure helped me to love this experience as much as I can, like today.
Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that because this is exactly what I thought when I was creating Wave. Because usually, when you are an English teacher, like in regular schools or English courses, you can speak, you have an experience, okay, you're hired. And they have some trainings, they have pedagogical trainings, but it's
Yes.
always like they assume that you already know what to do. So do your job
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. And when I started thinking about bringing teachers with me, I thought, no, I want them to do uh, not exactly like I do, but I want us to follow like the same logic, a same system, but with
Mhm.
everybody's personality too, right? Because the
Yes.
students get so attached to us, and I feel like your personality changes a lot, the experience that they have, right? But this is exactly what I thought. I want the teachers to feel confident in what they're doing and comfortable to like that you're doing a good job. And I mean, we can see this in the results we have with our students, right? Like,
Yes, of course. I think these are the two best parts of this because once we can see the results and we can see the students improving and being grateful for this experience and how they understand, you know, like for you guys that never had English classes before, let me tell you something. It's amazing when you notice that you can do something that you never thought before that you would be able to. This is
mm-hmm.
amazing. And we, as teachers, we have the experience to see they are
Totally.
like real little plants like growing, and we see this, and I feel so grateful because of that. And
Mm-hmm.
when my students talk to me like, thank you, teacher, you are so nice, you are so patient with me and with my progress, I can see that I do this now, I feel, oh. you
Mm-hmm.
know and the other part is like they are so different.
True.
I have a lot of students right now
True, a
and they
lot.
are so different,
Tell us more.
and it's like we have, of course, the four abilities that we need to teach them, to improve, like speaking, listening, reading, etc. And each student has a different skill in the abilities. So the way we need to teach them is different. We
Mm-hmm.
have something built and we need to guide them in that way. But of course, the personalities and the skills and the 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 insecurities that they have sometimes, we
Mm-hmm.
need to know how to guide them in this way. And
Mm-hmm.
they are different and they learn with each other, they learn different. So this is really good to see, to watch,
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think.
one of the main things about the methodology is giving the students the autonomy to notice this about themselves. I was talking to a student a few weeks ago, and we were talking about his progress during the year, and he said, "Look, teacher, I know that I'm good at this and this and that, but I know that my biggest trouble is in this." And I was thinking, "Oh my God." He has the perfect diagnosis. I didn't even need to say anything because he knew exactly what he needed to improve. And I was thinking, this is having control of your process, because we're dealing with
Yes.
adults here. And as adults, we like to have security in everything we do in life. And it's so
Mm-hmm.
funny to see how they can tell you, no, I'm good at this,
Yes.
but I need to improve that. I love
Mm-hmm.
this. I love seeing
They
that.
know exactly what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
even, even if sometimes they don't, you know, but they know exactly what they need to do because we tell them, and of course we support them too during
Mm-hmm.
the process. And I don't know, I just loved, I know it maybe could feel like a little cliche, but I really, I don't know, I'm thrilled about what I do.
Mm-hmm. It being a teacher is all the cliches that they say. Like literally. It's rewarding,
Yes.
it's fulfilling, it's so good. Like sometimes I'm not feeling so good, but then I get in class and just talking to a student makes me in a good mood, you know? It's so
Yes.
crazy. And I can't
Yes.
tell you how many friends I have that came from my job as a teacher, you know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about these connections with your students, and what was this like? This whole
Um,
friendship process, because in the end we become friends with them.
yes, yes. We for sure become friends from our students, and we laugh a lot during the classes, and sometimes we talk about, like personal things that
Hmm.
are hard to share sometimes with
True.
our relatives, and we can share
Mhm.
some things of our students. And I really feel comfortable to talk some things with my students. And I know that they feel comfortable sometimes with me too, to talk about different things. And sometimes I get emotional, because of this, because it really something that I like to do in my life. I talk a lot.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I am a talkative person. In
Please, this is the
Portuguese
place to
and
talk.
in English, I am excited for them to improve more and more, to us to talk in English, like different
True.
topics,
True.
because that's it. Like, we feel comfortable with that, and
Hmm.
they feel comfortable too sometimes, of course. We have different personalities and dynamics, but
Hmm.
with a big huge part of them, it's really soul connection, I could say, like that.
True.
I get emotional with their personal lives too. When something happens,
Hmm.
positive things happens in their lives, I feel touched about this.
Hmm. True. I've spent like a whole hour talking to students just about personal lives, just about like things they're dealing with. And something that they always say, it's like the class feels like therapy. Not only about me, all the teachers, they always say that. Oh,
Yes.
it feels like therapy.
Yes. Once, I don't know if I can say that, but I'm already saying that once, um, the class was over and I was with a little time free, a little free time in my student too. And we spent an hour after the hour class just talking about life.
That's amazing.
Like 1 hour wasn't enough because we, of course, had to do English things. But
Right.
after this hour, we spent 1 hour after talking, just talking.
I love
And this is awesome. Not this is doesn't happen always,
it.
but
Yes.
this was once, and was really nice to see. Sometimes we need support and we don't know where to find the support. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes this support is in the English class with the English teacher,
Mm-hmm.
or in the English student too, because I personally think that um, the way I feel with some students, like I feel open to talk about some things, they help me to, to in my personal life. This
Mm-hmm.
is something really equal,
Uh-huh.
from the student to the teacher and the opposite.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
I feel like that's why I love teaching adults, because we understand each other, and especially our
mhm,
students, they're usually the same age or the same profile as us. And even if they aren't, I think that
mhm,
as we become adults, we have the tendency to get lonelier and lonelier. And having
yes.
these connections, even if it's like once a week, I feel like sometimes it's the moment we need to feel lighter, to feel good, you know?
Mhm,
I have this feeling that the students have this feeling too
mhm.
in the English class. Like it's my moment. It's a moment to pause from the craziness of life and just talk, just have a connection, you know? I love this.
Yes, yes, I feel that about them too. And yes, this is 100% true in our experience at Wave.
Mhm.
I can say about
Yes,
Wave experience
true. True.
because
This
not
doesn't happen anywhere.
Wave. This is Wave experience, guys.
Yes. Yes. This is not for
Okay.
every English course, okay? Let's make that clear.
Yes.
And one last question to finish. Let's talk about the online because some people don't trust the online experience. And you were mentioning that like this sometimes you feel the person feels more comfortable to say some things in class than with family, with friends. And what are you feeling? Like since you've started teaching, you've never had an experience teaching in person, right? So how do
Yes.
you feel about the online? Because sometimes I feel like this distance helps. Not being physically present helps with the anxiety, you know? You
Mm-hmm.
are in your house, you are in a more comfortable place. So sometimes you can uh sometimes you're feeling insecure, you're feeling nervous, but in the camera, it's way easier, you know? You're a little more distant from the person. And
Mm-hmm.
we don't even live in the same cities, sometimes not in the same country as our students.
Yes.
How do you feel about the online? I know you've never had classes in person, but have you been like adapting well to this format?
Yes, 100% sure because first about the job, I have the flexibility of teach from home. So this is really, really nice thing because I can um, do other different things
Mm-hmm.
during my day, but I know that I have this moment and this flexibility to learn from my office.
Mm-hmm.
And about the students, I really have this feeling that they maybe feel comfortable about the online because it's the first experience with someone that they didn't know before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the first contact with someone that isn't in your life.
True.
So for real, sometimes as person, we don't want to share everything with people that are around us, in
Mm-hmm.
person. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have someone that is in a different state that
True.
doesn't see your daily life or
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know about your history and about your story and something,
Mm-hmm.
it's the perfect like way to feel comfortable because it's the first impression. You are building
Mm-hmm.
this new personality with this
True.
person. And about the personality, we also talk about the fact that when we speak a different language, we have a different personality.
True.
So maybe to build this with someone in a different state is easier than in
Mm-hmm.
person, you know?
It's
So
that
I
feeling.
have students from Northeast, from
True.
South, from Port,
Mm-hmm.
from different places
True.
in Brazil and
Mm.
abroad.
Yes, yes. Um, it's that feeling that we don't like to speak English with friends or people that we know because we feel more
Mm-hmm.
embarrassed when it's someone that we know in real life. I feel
Yes.
like having a neutral environment with a teacher that you don't know, and sometimes we have students that know us, but they
Yes.
say, no, no, Nicole, I want a different teacher because I don't want to have class with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the online helps you feel more comfortable to build that, right? To it's a neutral environment. I think that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I agree with you.
Okay, nice, nice.
That's it.
A
I
student
do
actually. Uh,
uh,
say it.
sorry.
No, say it.
I would say that I liked the experience of a podcast. I
Uh-huh.
want to go back.
Yes, please, please. We talked about your experience as a teacher and with English because a student of yours asked. So it was really nice to get to know you this way and to talk about the experience as a teacher too. I feel like I almost never talk about this, and
Mm-hmm.
especially not from the perspective of a wave teacher. So it was nice. It was nice. How did you
Thank
feel
you.
about talking? Did you feel comfortable?
Yes, 100%.
Nice.
It's really nice. I like to talk in English. That's the main reason. Or
Totally.
jobs, but yes, I like to share things. This is awesome.
Totally, totally. So hopefully we'll have even more episodes with you. And if you guys have suggestions of topics for us to talk about, please tell us because we're gonna record another one very soon, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Alicia. I'll
Thank
see you
you,
in the next
Molly.
one.
See you. Bye.
Bye.